Today's video is brought to you by Oxido LED lighting. You might think that you can see just fine at night. Well, I did too, until I did this little upgrade. As you can see from this footage, here is some before Oxido LED lighting, and here is some after Oxido LED lighting. The difference is amazing. With high brightness and easy installation, Oxido LED lighting is definitely the route for you. They're easy to install, and they're available for all makes and models. Click on the link in the description below and enter promo code 612motorsports at checkout to get yourself 15% off. Now back to our video. Welcome back to another episode of 612 Motorsports. In today's episode, we are going to continue showing Stan some love by taking care of the frame rails and the wheel wells. We're going to be using basically a spray-in bed liner, which is going to be very durable. It's going to hold up for a long time, and it's going to continue to look great for a long time. So, you know, like as you're walking up to it from a distance in the parking lot, you're going to see that frame rail because it hangs down, and it's gonna just be crisp and clean and look brand new. But yeah, we're gonna clean it up with a wire brush, and then we're gonna go ahead and start spraying some crap on there and see how she goes. But before we get too far into today's episode, if you haven't done so already, please go ahead and hit that subscription button, the notification bell, leave a comment, a thumbs up. All that stuff is very helpful as far as helping get the channel recognized and out there, pop up in recommendations and things. All of that is very, very greatly appreciated, so thank you very much. And remember, we are trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so we can attempt to do a smoky brake stand burnout and stand here with the posse. She should be pretty fun. Don't know what's going to happen, so let's find out together. Let's go ahead and hit that subscription button. Now let's get on with it. So we got the wheel off, we got her jacked up, put a bag over the jack stand just to keep it clean, I guess. Keep it free from overspray. But as you can see, I mean, it's pretty nice under here, that as far as the box goes. But then the frame rail is pretty rusted. And it's just surface rust, mind you. This is Minnesota after all. Rear end's the same way. The drum, same way. We're going to be putting a bag over that as well, but we're going to try to paint as much of this section as we can. Not so much down here. We will try to get the underside of the frame rail and make sure we get good coverage. We want it to last a good long time, and we want it to look good too. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna use this drill with a wire wheel on it. We're gonna scuff things up and knock any of the loose crap off. Make sure that this undercoating or bed liner stays on for a good long time. We will have to reapply in areas, you know, every so often, but if that means every 3-4 months taking a peek and just seeing how it looks, and then you know, if we need to, give it a little shot here and there to keep it looking fresh. Definitely worth it if you ask me. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Alright, I don't know how well this is gonna show up, but everything's scuffed out. Shine's knocked off. You can see obviously where I stopped there. I am going to hit that a little bit with some sandpaper, but we got all the way back here. It's going to look better over here. So this is kind of where we're at for right now. And we're going to continue. And we'll check in a moment. So I got me a can of brake parts cleaner, and I'm just going to go ahead and spray some on a rag, wipe this area down to get any loose, dusty stuff off, and as soon as this dries, we'll go ahead and start putting some color down. Okay, so as you can see, we got a pretty good chunk taped off here. And the wind, honestly, it comes and goes. So I'm going to catch it while it's good. We've got the drum covered up. We got everything taped off. Extra good. We're ready to go. So I've got a few cans of bed armor, and I've got 1 can of truck bed coating. So they're a little bit different. This is going to be stronger, so I'm glad there's 2 cans of that. This I think is actually left over from something, so let's burn this one up first. Definitely looks a lot better. So we're gonna plug away a little bit at a time, but I'm gonna head in for now. I'm beat. It's been a long day at work. Okay, so it's the next day, and I've actually gone ahead and taped everything off. And while I was at work, I used an air tool, air sander kind of deal, and I hit the frame rail all the way down. And got up under the front wheel well here. So everything's ready to go. We just actually need to start spraying, and we have to do this quick because a storm is rolling in. It's getting dark. Over in that direction there, it's looking kind of iffy, so we're gonna hurry up and get done. So we got everything sprayed out. She looks really good. She looks really good. We hit around the front there somewhat. We got all nice and black down here. And I did make sure to go around, like, you know, both sides of the body mounts. all the bracketry and whatnot. Underside of the frame rail for now. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. I'm sweating. It's gonna rain. It's just cracking a little bit of thunder here and there. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw this wheel on, rip this paper off, and get this thing back in the parking spot and get inside before I get drenched. So there it is now that all the tape is off. Doesn't look too bad at all. Got the wheel on, center cap in, everything looks nice and tidy. I'll show you a little bit better in the daytime, but right now that storm, look at this. Well, I apologize for any wind noise. It's been like 20-30 mile an hour winds and hella storms for the last few days, but we did get the frame rails done on the S-10 here. Now, in the last clip, there was a big storm rolling in, and the next day, I had a short window of opportunity to finish it. So I just went ahead and did that. I did not film any of it because it always takes so much longer to do something while filming. So I just wanted to get it done before the storms came in, and then I parked it in the garage before any weather like affected it in any way. But I am now going to show you the finished product. Alright, so you saw the driver's side is what we were working on. And all that's taken care of, looks real nice all the way down. I still have a little tape up here yet. I see that I got to take off of the parking brake cable, but other than that, I just didn't want the cable to get gummed up and full of schmutz when it didn't really need to, but everything's looking real nice under there now. Super happy with the way everything turned out. Show you the passenger side here. That's what you did not see me do, but there again, looks like $1 million bucks. It is a little dirty now because, well, it rained and had to drive it, so, but that's all part of it. Everything, though, I do have to say, looks very nice. I did do under the frame rails, and at some point I might maybe do some of this area up here behind the rocker, but it definitely turned out very well, and I can't complain. Just looks a lot better. It's a lot more tidier than it was, and I just think it adds something to it. Now, you'll probably only ever notice that if you stick your head under there, or you're coming up to it from a distance. Say you're in the parking lot and coming back with your groceries, you'll notice it. To be honest now, there's not a whole lot left on Stan that we need to accomplish. I think we've pretty much got her dialed right in to where I feel comfortable driving it every day. Not that I didn't feel comfortable driving it every day, but it's just things now I know. My checklist for this vehicle is substantially smaller. If I would like to buff and wax it before winter comes, just to give it some protection again from the salt in our horrible winters, and I am so not looking forward to that. Freezing your ass off, going outside a half hour early, start the car, let it run so I can drive 5 miles to work. Yeah, not cool, but I live here and that's what we deal with. So that's going to do it for today's video. Thanks again for joining us, and if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscription button. Remember, 1,000 subscribers gets both wheels on stand here, throwing smoke, throwing some rubber. Hopefully, we'll see what happens. So make sure you hit that subscription button, leave a comment below, and as always, stay positive, work hard, and make it happen.